What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Oslo Magic, and welcome back to Reality Hurts. It's been a while. 2020 was a rough year, very rough year, man. Lost my dad on Valentine's Day. Mom beat cancer, thank God, but it was still a hard fight, man. It's just crazy. So, we fighting this COVID. A lot of people dying from that. We fighting against the government. and all the stuff that's going on with that. And it's just crazy, man. So we're going to talk about a few things, on today's show. But first, make sure y'all go check out the sponsor, hermagiccloset.com. Great products, great stuff, man. Prices are unbelievable. Got some of the stuff is Fashion Nova, probably more. And prices are 300% cheaper. So y'all make sure y'all go check out hermagiccloset.com. Hello, listeners. Have you heard of Anchor? Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or your computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your own podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started now. We're going to talk about the storming of the Capitol building, y'all. The storming of the freaking Capitol building. Now, we know a lot of stuff went on last year, 2020, with Black Lives Matter, the unarmed shooting of the innocent black people. It wasn't doing nothing to be shot. Now, the things we just saw at that Capitol building and all rights of the government and what they're supposed to do, them people were really supposed to be damn near shot on sight, if not at least detained immediately. There's no way anyone should have breached that Capitol building. Have you ever been to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and know about the soldiers who protected 24 hours a day? You can't even talk loud. Like, that whole National Mall, man, that thing is protected. So to me, I look at it like, who made the call to say, don't? Because even when they tried to get the Capitol Police and, the White House stopped them from sending them down at first. It's just so much stuff going on, man. Did you see them climbing the wall? Now, I want y'all to know that wall that they showed them climbing, and they didn't pan out. They didn't do a wide shot. Y'all know I do photography and videography. So the first thing I'm looking is like, well, where is the wide shot? Somebody give me, because that wall on each end, if I'm not mistaken by my memory of the Capitol building, is steps on each end of that wall. So what was the purpose of them climbing it? And that's where the media come into play, and social media, to give a outlook or a look that makes it seem that, oh, look at these people. It was only about 4 or 5 people climbing. It was a bunch of people up top, but I'm pretty sure they used the stairs. So it's crazy, y'all. It's absolutely insane. I'm like, if this was us meaning people of color, black in specific, we would have been, I'm telling you, it would have been a massacre on the National Mall that day. It would have went down on the Capitol building steps. It would have been nothing but blood of blacks on those steps and anybody else who was fighting with them. So there was one lady who, like, they call them agents of chaos. She was acting like the police sprayed her with mace and all of this. Come to find out, she had a damn onion. She was using the onion to make the tears and the the burning sensation. Your eyes get red, blah blah blah. Onion, man. So what motives are behind this? Are they pushing for anarchy? Are they pushing for civil unrest? Are they pushing for a civil war? In all cases that we've been hearing for years about this upcoming race war. And people say, oh no, but what else? It seems like that's the only thing that's it's going to boil to, because people of color are sick of the privilege of white people, and they can say they don't have privileges. There it is, and this is a pure example of that privilege. You saw it yourself. You saw these people taking over a major government building. Now, y'all see that movie coming out with Spike Lee? I want y'all to check it out, where they kill the guy's son, and they wind up storming the police station, taking the police hostage, and stuff like that. I just want to see how it ends compared to if that were to happen with the Caucasians, with white people. They really could pull that shit off from what we see. They walked those people out of the Capitol building. They opened the doors and let them walk out when they were done. Nobody was hucklebuck, beat over the head, none of that. The cops who came had no PPE, no protective gear for them, not even a sense of COVID, but the protective gear for the riot gear and all that other stuff that we see them, to the point where it's an intimidation factor for the Black Lives Matter and the people who protest on the other side, how they be standing there with their guns, with their the shotguns with the the orange, and you see the green that show you they shoot rubber bullets and non-lethal and stuff like that. So if they have all that stuff for us, where was that for them? You see none of the riot gear, none of the riot police, none of the SWAT, none of that. No beanbag gun, the bean bags, no rubber bullets. And guess what? First line of defense, what all police have in the riot or whatever is their what? Baton. None of them had a baton. What you seen them poking the hell out of the black folks when they protesting on the line with those damn batons. They didn't even have batons. It's like a crowd control thing. It gives you that length, poke, get back type of thing. And then from there it goes to the pepper spray, and then the rubber bullets, and then if it really get out of hand, the real bullets. But none of that was done. None of that happened. So you can't tell me we don't live in two different Americas. And us as blacks, we've always lived in it. Now that we have social media and it's spilling over into the real world, and everybody's getting to see what we experience, what we have always dealt with since the time we put our foot on this continent. You know what I'm saying? It's like it never changes. They just can mask and hide the way of their evil. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, but that was a pure example of white privilege. It's no other thing. And everybody say, you want to bring it back to race? It's not race. Well, what else is it? You can't say it's not. You flip the coin and you just saw us going through this for months and months and months, and how much destruction was done to the people. Yeah, we tore stuff up, but we did that after the fact. We tore up Rite Aids, we tore up CVS's, Walmart's, all these other things, that are commerce, that those are big business, even though we realize that big business run everything, and that's why they were, shutting us down and shooting us in the face with rubber bullets, is because we were messing with their money. Now, see, that building just symbolizes things, and we know, and the people that it symbolizes so much too were the ones who to destroy it. White America they own patriotism, even though it's all of us. This is all our country, and we can all fight to live here. But they seem as though patriotism is something that they own. Okay, now how you gonna go tear down one of the biggest symbols of your democracy and patriotism? You go break it to the damn Capitol building, where the people lie in stasis in the rotunda who have served this country and are people who need to be recognized. They lay in that rotunda. That's the same place where y'all see them let people lie in state. So the respect factor alone, it's just so much that it's like, come on. But that's the privilege of that. It's the privilege. Us as black folks, we respect a lot. We respect hollow ground. We respect all these things that they say they love and want to protect and respect so much. I don't see it. We tear up businesses. We tear up all this other shit. But we ain't going to go tear up our churches. The government. We don't mess with government buildings. One, we ain't stupid, because we know we're going to be splattered all over the concrete. Let us in Philly, where I'm from, let us go try to storm City Hall and see what happens. Yeah, we could protest out there, we could do all that, but the moment a window is broke or somebody try to charge the door or something, it's going down. It's going to be pop, pop, shot, shot. Your ass is on the ground. It's just going to be it, and it will be justified because they tried to come into a government, facility, and they don't play that. If you think they'll splatter you for a bank, what do you think they're supposed to do for a government facility? So you think about all these things when you see what happened yesterday, and it was hardly nobody arrested. I mean, that number, I don't even align that with arrest, because you can't even really say it, like 53 people or something like that. And they all, now it's the big thing. The lady, ex-soldier, she was shot I think in the neck or the chest, and she passed away. And that was like on live TV. And us black folks is thinking, we see people die every day, B. It'll be alright. I mean, not saying it like that, but she was in the wrong. She stormed the building. She was a part of that crew that went in there, and the forks of life, man. I tell everybody this: your life is a series of forks in the road, and which way you decide to take decides the fate unto the next fork. Now, that may be the end of your road from a fork, but you have the choice to do that. And that's the fork she took, was to say, I'm going to do this Capitol building thing, boom, boom, boom. And all of everything that happened after that was because of that choice. So remember, y'all, choose wisely on y'all forks of life, man, because it's crazy. That's all we got. It's like the old game Outrun. Y'all know when the game Outrun, and I think that was like the 80s, the big video games, when you go to the arcade, you drove a car, and at the end it was a split on every joint, and it took you down different roads that's life. What is down this road, you don't know, but something, you better make the right choice. You know what I'm saying? And her choice was messed up. She got shot and she died, and I want to know who shot her. That's key number one. Was it the police? Because there was only one shot that rang out. Was it, a misfire from one of her fellow patriots? Which I'm thinking, leaning more towards, because I'm like, it was one shot. If it was police in that rotunda or in that building or wherever they were, whichever room they were in at that time when that shot went off, trust me, it would have been more. Well, then again, it wouldn't. See, that's the thing. If maybe because it was all mainly white people with the patriot thing and all like that, a lot of the cops may stand with them. So when the shot rung out, it was like, wait, I think I saw some, I don't know if they were cops or were they armed people who were with them, who was telling everybody to get back with the guns. But when that shot rang out, it was one shot, and it was like, oh my God, get her attention. If that was a black African American people doing that same thing, and one shot rang out, for one, we know one shot would have probably, if we'd have got that far in the building, one shot would have turned that place into Vietnam out this joint. It would have got crazy, and they would have just lit everything up. They would have stormed the building after that shot. It would have just been insane. But that's the difference of the privilege. At least they didn't shoot everybody in the damn building, because if it was us, that's what would have happened. I don't give a damn what you say. They would have, that would have been a massacre. That would have been the greatest massacre of all time on American soil if that was Black Lives Matter. And trust me, I know y'all believe it. Y'all know it's true. It would have been unbelievable how much carnage it would have been if Black Lives Matter would have ever, tried that. I mean, think about it. I remember they shot the woman car up who was driving down Pennsylvania Avenue, like toward the White House or something like that. They stopped her ass, and wasn't that many cops, shot her shit up. She was African American. It was just her, and I think her kids or something was in the car. I know y'all might remember that story. Tore her ass up out there. So y'all will stop one car speeding out of control. Y'all don't know if it was medical emergency. You don't know what it was. But you allow all these people to come climbing up the damn wall, breaking down the glass and jumping in the damn windows, sitting in the Speaker of the House seat and in Nancy Pelosi's office, and taking selfies with the police, taking selfies in the Congress people's come on, man. Y'all know none of this shit can be real. It just can't be real. All right, y'all, man. We need to switch gears. We need to switch gears just a little bit. We're gonna stick on that government because they tripping. Now, stimulus checks. I know everybody probably waiting on their stimulus checks. They done went and made a big snafu on the deposits. So people are probably still waiting on their deposits. Some people are not gonna get it who were supposed to get it. It's a whole lot going on. Y'all know you can go to irs.gov and then search for the tab to say where's your stimulus payment. Put all your info in, and then you'll be able to see if they deposited it already, to what account. If it's the account number that you didn't have on the first go round, more than likely if you did a H&R Block, a TurboTax or something like that, they sent this one to them first, and then they have to distribute that to your account like they would as if you were paying for your tax preparation, blah, 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 blah. So that may be the delay on a lot of people's, and if you didn't get your first stimulus check, it's tax season, it'll be a way to claim that, and the $600 if you don't get that in time for tax season. You can get a rebate, you can get a credit, and they'll give you that on your taxes. And it is tax season, y'all, so make sure y'all get all your stuff ready. Unemployment, if you guys get unemployment after the bill was passed on the 27th, everything should be good. They're sending all the verbiage and all the confirmations for the states to pay out. Some states have actually already started paying out. If you like me in Pennsylvania, they haven't started paying out yet. Hurry up. But it's going to be $300 plus your regular unemployment compensation that you were already getting. Exhaustees, if you exhausted your stuff already, more than likely you won't have to do nothing. You're just waiting for the states to come up with all the stuff in the system, and then they'll let you know when you'll start processing. If you're new to the system, just continue doing your weekly or bi-weekly claims. It will come to you. So just keep doing it. Once everything is good, everything will flush out. It'll be a little retroactive, not in the sense of way back to when when the program stopped the first time in July 31st of 2020. It's only going to start from basically like the 27th, and you'll go from the weeks of that. It'll be like 10 or 11 weeks of the 300 plus your boost. And if you had two jobs, like you had a side hustle or independent contractor, and you were on payroll for a regular job, then you will be eligible for the extra $100 boost. So there'll be the 300 plus 100 plus your what you're eligible to get from your regular unemployment compensation insurance. So boom, just a little bit of financial stuff on y'all for that. All right. Next topic is, we're gonna keep it in finance. Stocks. Stock market is looking crazy, y'all. The stock market is looking crazy. Make sure y'all, if you haven't done it, get on it. And this is going to be, I want y'all to look for my podcast coming soon too. I'm going to talk all about finances for my people in layman's terms that we can understand, not in the jargon that all those big financial advisors and CPAs and all them people be talking that you don't really understand it. So I'm gonna bring to y'all a podcast where we could talk money and try to come up for the people who ain't on it, or you may be lacking in some knowledge of how to build credit, gain credit, get other stuff like that. So we'll definitely talk that. But stock market is cool, y'all. Hit it up. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll probably have a link in the description. If you haven't joined any of the little stock apps, definitely check out Webull. I'm going to drop my Webull account in there, and when you deposit $100, you get up to like 6 free stocks, and it's crazy. It's good. My first couple stocks I was like, it was like $39 for one joint. I was like, oh wow. But it could be anywhere from like $6 up to $1,200. But yeah, definitely check out the stock market, y'all. Get into the cryptocurrency. I know everybody know about Bitcoin, lithium. It's a bunch of joints. If you need anything, drop me a message. We could talk about that. But like I said, the new podcast, I'll let y'all know when it's coming, and just stay tuned to this one. And then my social media at Oslo Magic, and then I'll, stick with me. We'll talk business. And get with the cryptocurrency, though, y'all. Cryptocurrency is good. Everything will be digital soon enough. So get in where you could fit in. Last I checked, it's up to like 35,000 this morning. It is January 8th, and it was up like 35,000. Just a few days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, it was at 24. So I mean, crypto has been going up. It's estimated to go up to 250,000. So imagine if you just bought like between 100 to 500 in crypto, and it's at like 35,000 now. Man, by the time it go up to 250, you can make a nice little bit of change off of that money. So like I said, check out Webull. If y'all need the link, hit me up on social media. I can give it to y'all, so that way you can get yourself some free stocks when you sign up and deposit $100. All right, people. Yes, it's been stressful. I'm just hoping everything is good for 2021 for everybody. Everybody stay healthy, stay blessed, stay prayed up. Whoever you believe in it, because this world is out of control. Protect yourself, protect your family, set yourself up for when things like this pandemic happen again, you'll be ready. Because most people, we weren't ready in any sense of the fashion, because we never experienced something on this scale. But now that you have, you know that the worst can happen, and don't let it happen to you again. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for the smallest thing to the biggest thing. I always tell my kids, shoot, we ready for a rainstorm, an earthquake, a meteor, an asteroid. It starts with the mindset, and you just, be ready. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come back and give y'all a little bit of juice to let y'all know Reality Hurts is back. I'm going to try to upload for y'all at least once a week. Just to begin, we can talk, and y'all can hit me with anything. Join me on Anchor FM, y'all. Download the Anchor app. Y'all can send me live feedback, ask questions. If you want to be a guest on the show, we may be talking about different topics, and you want to be a guest for another topic, or you got something you want to talk about, we could do that. Just hit me up. Like I said, hit me on my social media at Oslo Magic, OZLOMAGIC, and we could talk, y'all. I just want everybody to progress and grow this year. We're gonna stick together. We're gonna make some businesses happen. We're gonna grow our wealth. We're gonna create generational wealth right here in this generation. It starts with us. So everybody, strap up your boots. It's gonna be a long ride. This channel is gonna bring you all types of stuff. I talk about everything. It's reality. Sometimes it hurts, but it's real. They always say the truth hurts. So it is what it is. All right, people, let's stick together. Watch out for them crazy riders, and I enjoy having y'all. I will see y'all next week right here on Reality Hurts.